Heard around the world by everybody and their mama. The Jesse Lee Peterson Radio Show.
I say that there is a race war happening right now in America. It's a one-sided war in that whites are under attack in more ways than one by blacks and some Hispanics, I guess, but definitely black people. I have with me Phelim McAleer. And Phelim is an Irish investigator, journalist, and documentary filmmaker. He made Frack Nation about fracking, Not Evil, Just Wrong about global warming, and Mind Your Own Business about environmentalism. He's also making a new movie about Kermit Gosnell, and that is the abortion doctor there.
Yeah, in Philadelphia. America's biggest serial killer.
I know. Isn't that amazing? And you're doing a play about Ferguson, and we want to get to all of that. Whatever happened to Gosnell?
He's in a high security prison in Pennsylvania, serving life without possibility of parole.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why they didn't give him the death penalty for what he did.
He agreed to waive all appeals if they give him life without parole. He was eligible for the death penalty, but he was 72, 73, and they felt, by the time all his appeals were exhausted, he probably would have died before the death penalty would have been.
Oh, I see.
So they just said, if you agree not to appeal again, we'll send you to life. We'll give you life. So.
Well, I hope he doesn't live too long in prison. I don't know.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Well, I don't feel like feeding him for the rest of his life.
Oh, well, you got to do it.
Thank you for coming in. Yeah. How did you get into documentaries?
Well, I'm a journalist, and always have been a journalist. I was a journalist in Northern Ireland during the Troubles, worked there during the bad old days, and then I went to Eastern Europe as a foreign correspondent for the Financial Times, The Economist. So I've always been a journalist. Yeah. And then, funny, I was in Romania, and they were making a lot of Hollywood movies there at the time. Cold Mountain was filmed there. And I just started thinking about film and how to tell a story through film, because I always went into journalism to tell stories. Yeah. And I just realized using film, using documentary was just another way of telling stories.
What made you interested in the type of documentaries? Because you made films about the real deal, what's really happening in life. Mm. It's not made up stuff. What made you so interested in doing these type of documentaries?
I think when you go somewhere like Romania, life is very real. You have people living in $100 a month, right?
Yeah.
And that's real. So the slightest little change in their circumstances, it's all very well to have all these great ideas here in America. Oh, and we'll pay extra for this and a regulation for that, and little bit more for your electricity to feel good about the planet, or whatever it is motivating people. You put up the electricity bills of everyone in Romania, and you have people dying of the cold. That's the reality.
Right.
So I knew that it was important, and then what actually happened was there was a big gold mine supposed to open in Transylvania, Romania, and all the environmentalists were complaining about it and trying to stop it, foreign environmentalists. And I went there believing the foreign environmentalists, saw the foreign environmentalists were lying, saw that they were misleading people, saw that they were destroying the chance of a future for thousands of impoverished Romanians. And as a journalist, you have to decide, what story are you going to tell?
Right.
Are you going to tell the fairy tale about the evil big business, or are you going to tell the truth about how the enemies of the world's poor are not big business, they're big environment?
Amazing. Is this like a calling for you?
I think it's a vocation. I think journalism is a vocation.
Yeah.
Right? It's something I feel I have to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you? Would you be considered a conservative guy or liberal, or it don't matter?
Well, it doesn't really matter to me. People have called me conservative. Yeah, they have. That's the nice things they've called me. Someone recently described myself and my wife, a left-wing blogger, described myself and my wife as poster children for the decline of American morality.
Oh, really?
So I say, that I'm Irish, and
that's amazing.
I'm Irish, and that's an example of immigrants doing the jobs Americans just won't do anymore.
That's right. I understand. You wrote about post-communism in Eastern Europe for the Financial Times, and you write for the New York Post. Mm-hmm. I want to know, because of time that I have with you, the limited time we have today, why Ferguson?
Because journalism failed Ferguson. actually, and I'm a journalist first and foremost. And the journalists failed Ferguson. They didn't tell the truth. They didn't check the stories. They weren't skeptical.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know why they weren't skeptical, because there was a story they wanted to tell, and if they checked it out, it wouldn't have happened. So I thought there would be no Ferguson play if it wasn't for journalism, failures of journalism.
That's right.
So it's going to be on in West Los Angeles, actually. World premiere is Sunday, April 26th. It's on Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. It's been a lot of fuss, a lot of media about it, but it's the truth. It's verbatim theatre. I think I should point that out. It's only using actual grand jury testimony. That's all the play consists of. Nothing added, no characters dramatized.
So the play is about the Michael Brown shooting, and you're only using the testimonies from the grand jury.
Yes, it's verbatim.
Nothing else from
Nothing else. But it's dramatic. It's unbelievably dramatic. It's the last hours of Michael Brown from all these different eyewitness points of view. The last hours of Darren Wilson as a private individual from all these different points of view. And you've people, middle-aged women sitting in cars who saw the killing and whose life was changed forever. So it's
Really?
the last minutes of people's lives being changed forever, and American history being changed, and the news being changed, and journalism being challenged like it's never before.
And so in this play, we're going to get the real deal. That's what you have to.
You're going to get
the truth.
Yeah, you're not going to get any of this. Hands Up, Don't Shoot is a great story, and I mean that in a kind of, it's a wonderful story. If only it was true. It's just not true, and it's perfectly clear when you read the grand jury testimony that it's a fantasy, that it's a fairy tale, and I mean that in a, it's of the big bad wolf and the little Red Riding Hood, and that's not how it happened.
Yeah, I know.
That's not how it happened. This play will show that, and I think that's why there's a lot of blowback to it, a lot of backlash. But if you want to get tickets or help out, I'm crowdfunding for it. Go to fergusontheplay.com. Send a message that the censorship stops here. That the truth will set us all free.
That's right.
The truth will set us all free. I want to take this play on the road afterwards. I want to take it to New York. I also want to take it to Ferguson. I think the people of Ferguson deserve the truth as much as anyone else.
That would be interesting.
Yeah,
you're right. They do deserve the truth.
Yeah.
My producer bought tickets. He's going this Sunday.
Very good. Well,
to see it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wrote it, right? And I wrote it and I thought it was a good play. And then I went to the rehearsals or the auditions to hear people say those words about the last moments of Michael Brown's life and that build up to it and the eyewitness account. It's gut-wrenching. It's stomach-churning. It's shocking that you're finally hearing the truth. And everyone I've shown the script to who thought they knew about Ferguson gave me back the script and said, there's about 12 things in there I didn't know.
Wow.
There's so much there that people don't know.
You got me interested now. I might go see it this weekend.
That'll be great. It's quite a high-profile people. I won't give away any names. There's a few high-profile people coming this Sunday. There's a lot of interest among a lot of people in Los Angeles.
So
it's going to be broadcast on YouTube as well after the run in Los Angeles. So
it will be.
Yeah, I'm going to film the third night, I think it is, and then put it out on YouTube about a week later.
Oh, that's
but
awesome.
But I need people's help. So
yeah.
If you can't come to LA for this, go to fergusontheplay.com. Give what you can. Help out. Send me a message of support even if you can't.
Yeah, so you're raising money for this film.
Yeah, the play.
The play, I mean.
Yeah.
Let me ask, so how did you get the truth to present? Did you go to Ferguson, or how did you find out what really happened during the grand jury?
I read every page. There's 5,000 pages of grand jury testimony.
Wow.
All the truth is there. More truth than you can handle is there, actually. It's wonderful. It's detailed, it's shocking, it's stomach churning, it's moving, and it's very human too. The detail is unbelievable. Just the little human details of someone's last hours, what they did and what they didn't do, and how their lives could have been changed, how all this could have stopped from small decisions about turning left or turning right.
Wow.
Yeah.
888-7753-773. Quick break. Back in a moment. Oh boy, you like that music?
It's got a little Irish twist to that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of Celtic thunder.
That's funny. Phelim is here, McAleer.
Yeah.
And he's a documentary filmmaker, and he's done a play on Ferguson, the Michael Brown shooting there. And it's going to start this Sunday.
Yeah.
This Sunday is the first showing. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And what time and how long is it?
It starts at 8 p.m. on Sunday. It's 1 hour, 10 minutes long. 7 p.m. then on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in the Odyssey Ensemble Theatre in West Los Angeles. But we're filming the third night. Then it's going to be on the internet after that, going to be on YouTube after that, about a week after. So if you can't come to Los Angeles, you'll get to see it on the internet. It's an unbelievable experience. It really is the truth about what happened to Michael Brown, spoken by actors, the minute-by-minute death of Michael Brown, and the truth of what happened, not the myths, not the stories, not the fairy tales.
I love that. It's so exciting. So yes, James thought it was 7 p.m. on Sunday, but it's 8 p.m. Sunday and 7 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. James could be right. James could be right. Let me just check the calendar. What do I know? I'm just the writer.
You have the people show up when when the play is in.
Yeah, that would be a disaster now. So, I mean, we've had a lot of fuss about this. A lot of people have been asking about it, but the truth needs to be told. And if journalists had done their job, there'd be no need for Ferguson. There'd be no need for this play.
Yeah.
So, it's setting the record straight,
That's right. Liberal media, for some reason, will not present the truth to the people anymore. They seem to want confusion rather than putting the truth out there. So
it's 7 p.m.
this Sunday
on Sunday. For 1 hour. Thank you, James.
He's out there.
Yeah, thank you,
in
James.
the office. Out there.
God bless you. 7 p.m. Sunday, and then 8 p.m. Monday, 8 p.m. Tuesday, 8 p.m. Wednesday at the Odyssey Theatre Ensemble, South Sepulveda Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90025, United States of America.
That's right. 7 p.m. Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Do you have a website people can go to?
FergusonThePlay.com.
FergusonThePlay.com.
Yeah.
So that's like 12 minutes away from here, from the studio.
Yeah, no, it's. I think a lot of people don't like this play because it tells the truth. Actually.
Yeah.
And it tells it so viscerally and tells it so realistically. And actors, once they get acting, they're wonderful. They can really bring out the truth in any script.
Absolutely.
And the great thing, actors, I thought they'd be restricted by this script because every word in this play is from the grand jury. Nothing added, nothing, no characters dramatized. Every word is what was spoken in the grand jury room. But they also found that very liberating. And they found it wonderful too because they were very aware that every word they spoke was spoken by an actual live human being who cared about those words.
Wow.
And they were saying that was very liberating for them. And for the audience, it's unbelievable because I often go to see things and it says based on a true story. And I'm looking at it and going, now, did that really happen or is that the bit they invented or did they invent that character? And that's not happening here. This is not based on a true story. This is a true story. So every word, every syllable, every hesitation, every every ah, that you hear at Ferguson the Play, you know that was uttered by a real life human being who cared about what they were saying, who felt it was important that they say it.
The thing I like about it, according to what you're telling me, is that we're going to hear exactly what happened during the grand jury.
Yeah.
Because we don't normally get details of what went on there.
Yeah.
And I think that would help open up the eyes of a lot of folks to understand, oh, well, this makes sense now, that kind of thing.
No, you will find out why the grand jury made the decision they did not to indict Darren Wilson.
Right on. I know you're raising money for the film. Tell the folks about that and how can they do they go online to donate?
Yeah, well, it's the same. You can either donate or buy a ticket. Go online. You can give $1 or $10, but you can also buy a ticket. FergusonThePlay.com. It's an Indiegogo site, crowdfunding. We did that for Gosnell. We raised a lot of money for Gosnell.
I remember that.
Yeah, we raised $2.2 million. We did it for Frack Nation. We raised $212,000. I'm looking for $90,000 to put on this play. There's a lot of expenses. It's a staged reading of the script, a dramatized staged reading of the script, not a full production. And it's going to be wonderful. But I need people to help me. Go on FergusonThePlay.com, buy a ticket, or contribute to the YouTube fund. So that it can be filmed and broadcast across.
My producer bought a ticket, James did, and he made a donation on top of getting the ticket.
I saw that.
People can do it both ways.
Yes,
you can either buy a ticket and don't have to make a donation, but it's nice if they add a few dollars.
Look, everyone has their own budget. but you can buy a postcard off it for $10. You know, everything would be grateful. It's important too that the media knows that people care about this.
Yeah.
So go on. I mean, we do this for Gosnell. We say go to Gosnell, give $1.
That's right.
Because we've got 27,500 people who donated to Gosnell, right? 27,500 people. Hollywood care about those numbers.
Yeah, they do. That's for sure.
We were saying to people, we want to get that up to 50,000, but all we want is $1.
It was impressive the way you raised the money for Gosnell. Yeah. And I thought it sent a loud message out to Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know what? Because Hollywood don't like to promote these types of movies.
No, anything that would show, say, abortion in a bad light is just a complete no-no in Hollywood. But we have actually now been in Hollywood studios, and they have had our Gosnell page out, and they go, 27,000 people. Wow, that's amazing. They've paid to make this movie. They're a built-in audience. They're going to be telling their friends, my movie is in the movie theaters. You got to go. That's an amazing audience. So we need to get that figure up to 50,000. And the way to do that is just go to gosnellmovie.com, give $1. Hopefully everyone out there can give $1. That's all, and that just you go up as a donor, and we want to get that figure up to 50,000.
Yes. Is it costly to do a YouTube movie on this?
On Ferguson?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It is. And it's costly to rent a theatre. It's costly.
Yes.
Security needs to be beefed up.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
And then the actors need to be paid. Now, they're doing it under SAG-AFTRA, under the 99-seat rule, which is great, and I really love that. But, we have directors, we have casting agents, all that.
Yeah, I want people to know that it is expensive. It costs a lot of money to put together a production like this.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would think, well, this is YouTube, it shouldn't cost that much. But they don't really know what goes on behind the scenes to put a real production together.
Yeah, this is, but people have been very generous. I think we're 64% fundraising so far. So
Great.
I just need people to go on, give $10 if you can't make it. You'll be able to watch it on YouTube, which will be fantastic. And so let's keep pushing it out.
And when do you plan to take it around the country, the play?
Well, hopefully with the publicity that we're going to get this week and next week, then a producer will spot it and see that there's a real demand for this kind of truth and want to take it on.
The one thing we need in the world today is truth.
Yeah.
I think the lie has taken over, and the lies only destroy. It doesn't bring you together. It doesn't build. It destroys. And the way to conquer the lie is with the truth.
Yeah.
So I really respect you and what you're doing there.
Oh, well, thank you. I totally agree. I think anyone who says this may not have been true, but it told a bigger truth, they're wrong.
Yeah.
A lie cannot tell a bigger truth, and that's what they're saying about Ferguson, and it's just wrong.
I'm going to definitely, after speaking to you now, I'm going to definitely see could I reschedule my appointment for Sundays and come and see the movie, go see the movie.
The play.
I mean the play. I keep saying the movie. The play.
Yeah.
Will you be there this Sunday?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, good.
Absolutely.
So people can meet you too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How do you like living in America?
Love it.
How long you been here?
5 years.
Really? Well, welcome to America.
Thank you,
We
sir.
need you.
I need America.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Jesse. It's been a
And
pleasure.
hopefully I can see you this Sunday night
see you
as
this
well.
Sunday. Yeah.
All right.
So
what's your website again?
FergusonThePlay.com.
FergusonThePlay.com. And again, thank you for
thank you, Jesse.
the play is an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah. So I kept it deliberately short. So I didn't want people to give up their whole Sunday night. I wanted them to spend the rest of the Sunday night talking about the play.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. God bless you.
Okay. Thank you, Jesse.
All right. Back in a moment, folks.
Every storm runs